I'm a little hippie, and today we're going to be talking about the books that I read in January.
Talking to myself cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own. Wondering if it is forever.
This month was a pretty good month for reading as far as quality of the books that I did read. I didn't read a whole lot. I think I only read like 11 books or something, like 12, maybe 12 books. Um, so to start this thing out, I read All Systems Red, a Murderbot Diaries book by Martha Wells, which I didn't know. I didn't understand anything that happened in this book. I don't know. I just know that it was about like this cyborg person thing, and he's on a mission. That's all I knew. That's all I picked up on. And I rated that 2 stars because I didn't understand what was happening. There wasn't a whole lot of world building that happened either to help me understand like what was going. It was weird. It was weird. So 2 stars for that. Then right after that, I read Gwendy's Button Box by Stephen King, which I rated 4 stars. I was itching for a Stephen King. I usually get that itch, and it's getting harder and harder to find shorter books to scratch that itch. But I found Gwendy's, and I rented it from Libby's, and it was really good. I gave it 4 stars. That same day, I started reading Roadwork by Richard Bachman, which was Stephen King's pseudonym, a little earlier in his career, which I rated. I don't know if I would rate it 4 stars, maybe 3.5 stars, which I would rate 3.5 stars. And then I reread my favorite book ever, Moby Dick, and there you go. It's a 6 star read. It just broke my scale. Yeah, and I have a little video essay coming out um on Moby Dick, or on a character from Moby Dick. And then I also have a reading vlog of me reading Moby Dick for the second time up that I posted like a week or so ago. Um and then next I read and then DNF'd at 21%, A Ship of Bones and Teeth. My first question is, aren't teeth actually just bones? And then the next thing is that some people just need to write fan fiction and that's it. Like, just because you can write a book doesn't mean that you should. 2 stars. Next, I read Supernatural Witches Canyon by Jeff Marioette. Marioette. Marriott. Jeff Jeffrey Marriott. Um, and my review was, this was not a masterpiece, but it was fun. And I rated it 4 stars. I did a video on this as well where I read half of it, replacing my screen time for my reading time. So yeah, I liked it. It was pretty entertaining. I really enjoyed it. And then next we have Beach Read by Emily Henry, which I started but did not finish. Just something about me and Emily Henry. We just, I don't know. I was enjoying it, but then towards the end, I was like, hey, I don't know, I could do it. I don't know. And I didn't really give it a rating since I just DNF'd it. I might finish reading it at some point since I did spend a Audible credit on it, but we'll see. And then next, oh wait, now we're getting into the books that I own. Here is Supernatural Witches Canyon. And then I also own Moby Dick. Read Sarah J. Maas's Throne of Glass. I rated this 2 stars. I have a review about this coming out, and I'm probably going to make a video on each one of the books in this series just so that I can document my reading them. But yeah. Boss by James Patterson. Like, come on. I love the Alex Cross series. I like James Patterson's writing, so you know. This is one of my favorite series ever. And I think that James Patterson does such a good job at writing a complex, well rounded black character. Seems like white authors don't know how to do that, as if black people just aren't regular human beings. But Cross by James Patterson. I read Black Horse Creek by Charles G. West, which was really good. I really, really liked it. So I rated it 4 stars. And then we have Texas Ranger. This was a reread, and I rated it 4 stars. Um, and then we have last month, we have Loving Jack by Nora Roberts. This is a bind up, so it has the bind up is called Written in the Stars. I really don't know why. But it has Loving Jack, and then it has the second book, Lawless, which I plan on reading this month in February. And I gave Loving Jack 4 stars. It was so good, so good. Nora Roberts, yeah, I like Nora Roberts' stuff. And then one of the last books I read last month was After Dark by Mr. Haruki Murakami. I've read this book. Mm, I think this is my third time reading this book. Um, and honestly, I I couldn't tell you why I loved this book so much before, but I don't think I love it as much now. What did I rate it? Oh, I guess I still rated it 4 stars. I think before I rated it 5 stars. It was like a 5 star book, it was like my favorite book ever, but that's not the case anymore. So now it is just a solid 4 stars, and I'll probably read it again at some point because Haruki Murakami's writing is pretty cool. But yeah, that's every book I read in the month of January. It was a pretty good month, and let me do a count real quick. Okay, so that's 13 books that I read in January. Um Pretty good, and most of them were really really good. Let's count how many of them were 4 stars or more. And 9 of them were 4 star reads. So this month was spectacular for Goodreads. Like, if I could just have that be the case all the time, like, set, if I had books that made me feel like all of these books made me feel, I would love reading all the time. Um, and it wouldn't feel like a chore sometimes, because sometimes it really does feel like a chore. So thank you for watching. That's going to bring us to the end of the video. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good evening. And I hope you read a good book. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.